Hey, I'm Hendrik Booz, and I'm your online English 12 teacher. Today I'm just going to try to go through an actual example of somebody who's going to begin immersing himself or herself in the research subject or area. So I'm starting from our class webpage. If you don't know how to get there, you can go to Google Classroom, click on classwork, go to class webpage. There it is. It pops up. And then from there, every single one of these pages is arranged in the same way. So there's a front page with rubrics and explanation of what's going on. And then there's the shared docs, exemplars, and resources, and a drop-down menu for each of the areas that we're going to be working on. So we're working on research. I'm going to go to shared docs and resources under research. And you guys are going to see exactly what we've been using for the past couple weeks. Our online English 12 shell for all of your problems, research topics, problems, and questions. And then there's some exemplars of students from the past and their work from students of the past. And then there's some examples that they dealt with last year. This is kind of a timeline of what we're going to be doing for the research paper. And so right now here in, it's on Halloween night, you guys should have begun submitting your formal research proposal. I'll change this date right here. I want you to start finding academic sources. And so if we go down to this is called the Guided Inquiry Design. Hopefully you guys are beginning to immerse this kind of target icon here and immerse yourself and explore the topic itself. So some of you haven't yet identified specifically an area within the subject matter that you're dealing with, whereas some of you guys may have a little bit more refined research questions. And so what I'm going to do is I'm going to actually show you through EBSCO and then Gale and then maybe Procrast exactly what you could do to hone or kind of narrow your topic, which is one of the elements of the Virginia Department of Education standards for research for 12th graders. So I linked to some of your own school sites, and you guys can see those there. I'm primarily going to use Marshall's library webpage, and so if I go to its library webpage, we have databases. I click on General, and then automatically what pops up is a list of all of ours in alphabetical order. Each of you guys has something slightly different. I'm going to start with EBSCO databases, and so just because a lot of you go to Madison, we go to Madison, I click on databases, it pops up your databases here. I like EBSCO. If I go here, you can see EBSCO master file complete. If I go to Langley's library webpage, you can see that you have to go to the Langley Library Blackboard page, so I click on that, and then boom, there's all my classes. I go to Langley High School Library, all subject databases, and then you can see exactly where, but depending on the subject area that you're working with, you can find other databases. And so here is where Gale is, for instance, with that library piece. So just in case you don't know your librarians already, you may want to go talk to Mr. Clark or Ms. Ortiz at Langley or whomever your librarians happen to be. Get to know them because they're probably going to be able to help you, obviously much more one-on-one than I am able to. And these videos are sometimes, maybe boring to watch. I get it. So if I go back to here, I'm going to go to EBSCO databases. It's an easy database to work with, and I'm going to select all of them. I mean, if we're going to do something, let's do it all the way. So let's say I want to deal with something like sleep. Well, sleep is a vastly complicated subject, and I have 216,000 different responses here. If I were to just open that up in a normal Google search, I type sleep into Google, and I'm going to get many more. I don't know because Safe Search is on, but I'm going to get pages and pages and pages, and there's going to be some .govs, but there's going to be obviously the Wikipedia, WebMD, which is a horribly overused resource in terms of a medical piece. Again, Psychology Today, something I'm going to be using in class here at Marshall today. Some .gov, some .gov, but you're not narrowing your search. And so if you actually go to EBSCO and you look at sleep, you can scroll down and you can look at the different subjects, and I'm going to have it show me more. Sleep is pretty general, but I'm going to begin to dial down. What about sleep deprivation? What about the sleep-wake cycle? What about circadian rhythms, mental depression? I'm actually interested in mental depression, so I'm going to go like that. I'm going to have it updated. And then boom, I have 1,754 resources from academic journals, the Journal of Child Psychology and Psychiatry, Focus on Autism and Other Developmental Disabilities Education Journal, and then the Journal of Youth and Adolescence here. So these I know are going to be good. I can get full text on them. Fairfax County pays for this. So you can see that they're then broken down by other subjects. If we go back and we use something like Gale, which is also pretty darn good. I'm going to go to all Gale databases. I'm going to open that up. Oh man, there's a lot going on. I'm going to use Academic One file because it's the most comprehensive, and I'm going to have it find sleep. So same thing, really general topic. 179,000 magazines, 248,000 academic journals. We got books, we got news, we got images, we got videos, we got audio, all sorts of things. So again, I'm going to go subjects. Oh, okay, sleep apnea, depression, mood disorder. Maybe I'm interested actually in depression. So I'm going to click on that, apply it, and now we limit the magazines, the journals, the books, and things like that. So what I'm trying to get you guys to begin doing is using the databases to do a Gale Power search or an EBSCO search so that you can hone in on exactly what it is that you think you may be interested in. You can get a real quick background of this and what the article's about. You can probably figure out a lot of what's going on through the title. So I don't mean for you to just click and read, but you have introductions here. Some of these in GaleNet are not as easy to understand. They don't have the same abstract that the other ones do. But if I were to go to looking at psychological resilience, I'm fascinated by resilience, I got an introduction here. It's going to be complex. These are academic pieces, so you're going to have to put your school hat on. But it's going to be a lot more focused than some of the research that maybe you're doing when you just do a simple web search. I hope this works for now. Again, I will update these this timeline because we're a little bit behind. I thought we were going to be a little bit farther than we are right now. But I want to make sure that you guys are beginning to think about your topic by immersing yourself in it, exploring it, and you're beginning to narrow the scope of your research. Hope this helped.